Okay. So now, okay. Okay, you can start. Everybody can start together. Om Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we will start with our Govinda class. Okay, so we'll start with our verses. So everybody can say it together now. Everybody knows it, right? If anybody feels that you still do not know the pronunciation, we can again go slowly over it. Okay. So now we all are going to say it together, and we are not going to rush through it, so that everybody can do it. Like Brahma Bhuvana Loka. We're going to do it that speed. Okay, that would be the speed which we are doing. Everybody together now. Okay, again together. Okay, so now we'll just go with the synonyms today. Yesterday we did with the words, right? You all repeated again. Sorry? Okay, so Brahma Bhuvana Loka, right? So we are already what we are studying. The topic which we are studying for this term is life on other planets, right? That means what are these other planets, what are these other lokas, that all we are trying to learn, right? We are not going to learn fully because it is so vast. We are going to learn whatever we can learn in this. So Brahma Bhuvana means what? Up to the Brahmaloka planet. Okay. Now I want, you know what, I'm going to choose some volunteers over here. So I have Ramachandra and Prathamesh and Jagdish. Okay. So three meanings, each meaning one person. So Ramachandra, can you say this Brahma Bhuvana and say this synonym for it?
Brahma Bhuvanat, up to the Brahmaloka planet.
Okay, so Brahma Bhuvanat means what? Up to the Brahmaloka planet. Okay, who is the next person?
Jagdish.
Yes, Jagdish.
Loka, the planetary system.
Yes, Lokaha. Okay, it is aha. Lokaha, the planetary systems. Right? We have all the planetary systems in the universe. So many planets, all about that study also. So planetary systems. Lokaha, planetary systems. Who is the next person?
Prathamesh.
Yes, Prathamesh.
Puna, again.
Yes, Punaha, again. Okay, these are all Sanskrit words, right? So Punaha, again. And remember, when you are doing these words, see, when you learn in your school also, You learn something and you do not leave it over there, right? You try to apply it wherever you can. So same way, like because we are learning the Sanskrit verses, so we are learning the Sanskrit as well. So try to remember these words. Whatever is like mom means onto me, or like this punaha means again, and many of them who are like in Telugu are also, everything has come in from the Sanskrit language, right? So you might find some words from your home language also in over here, because Sanskrit is the very ancient language, and from this language all other language have been derived. Okay, so sometimes you might call it punha is again in Marathi also we say punha punha, we say that means punha punha, that means again and again. So try to remember such things and try to make connections when you are learning over here. So now next is next will be Ashutosh, Suraj and Riya. Okay, so the next three words. Okay, avartinah, returning. Okay, abrahma bhuvana loka punar avartino. So avartina, when they are giving the meaning, it is avartina, that is returning. Who is the next person?
No.
Who is the next person? After Ashutosh I said Riya and who? Suraj, right? Suraj. Haribol Suraj, are you there on the call?
No.
Suraj is there. Can you hear him?
Suraj, can you read this Arjuna, that word and the meaning?
Arjuna.
Okay, what's the meaning? Oh Arjuna. That means from this word what do we understand? That Lord Krishna is instructing Arjuna in this. Okay?
I think.
Then we have Riya.
Mom. Upetya. No. Read the meaning.
Mom and the meaning also.
Unto me.
Onto me. Mom, onto me. See, why are we doing this meanings in so detail is because now you all are like 7, 8, 9, right? So you will know the meanings also. And, let His Holiness Ritadvuj Maharaj, what he has told us, that when you teachers are teaching these kids, see to it that they are not just learning up like a parrot. See to it that they know the meanings. And when suppose you go and say someone, you know what, if someone tells you, you know what, all this universe just came by a big bang theory and we are just going to be born over here and we are going to die over here, nothing is going to happen, then you can say them, no, listen, in 8.16 what has Lord Krishna said? And then you will say this verse, but then that person might say, hey, you know what, you said this verse, but what is the meaning of this verse? So you might tell them the translation also, but then they will say, what is Brahma Bhuvana Loka? Then you have to again come back to the verse and you have to say, you know what, there is a Brahma Loka planet, then there are planetary systems, and Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna, and then you can tell all the remaining meanings. That is the reason you have to know the each and every meaning. Last time when we did the exam, you remember we had meanings also of this verse taken. So see to it that you are learning it thoroughly and not learning only for the sake of learning. Okay, we are not parrots. We also have to understand what is the philosophy. Srila Prabhupada has taken so much of pains. It is only Bhagavad Gita as it is that has word-to-word meanings. Otherwise, some other books might have all distorted meanings. So Srila Prabhupada has not given any tinge of his own speculation over here. He said, whatever word is there, there is a Sanskrit word, there is a meaning, English meaning. So nobody can interpret anything else. You should be able to, okay, you know what, I'm going to ask you a question now over here. Suppose I am going to ask, let me see who is over here. Akshita, if somebody asks you, hey Akshita, why are you emphasizing so much on reading Bhagavad Gita as it is? Can you tell me what explanation will you give it to them, Akshita? Anybody after Akshita, if anybody else wants to attempt, you can tell me, okay? If anybody feels, like just tell your name. Yes, Ramachandra.
I would say so we could go to the spiritual world and not in this material world with miseries.
Okay, that is the reason why are we coming to Krishna consciousness. But then if I ask you why somebody might get you a Bhagavad Gita which is done by somebody else. Then if
you have the knowledge.
Okay, who else? You have to come over here and so that others can hear you.
I could have Krishna consciousness. Mataji, Akshita.
Okay, Ashutosh said there is true information in the Bhagavad Gita, and Ramachandra said that because we need to know the science. Yes, Akshita.
Because it has like the word-to-word meanings.
Very good. See, other Bhagavad Gita also people have given the meaning. Yes, but what is so peculiar, everybody has to listen to this, okay? Because I might ask this question in the exam also. So listen carefully. Why is it that we have to follow the Bhagavad Gita as it is? Because Srila Prabhupada has given the word-to-word meaning over here. And when there is word-to-word meaning, there are zero chances of anything going wrong. Okay? There is no other information than what Lord Krishna has given to us, given to Arjuna. So remember, again, in this whole revisions also, we will be asking you these questions. Okay, coming back. Now, I want another three kids now. Okay. Who did not see? So, Jagdish, did you get a chance to read?
Yes.
Okay. Pranav, Balaram and Jagannath. Okay. The next three words you are going to say from Upetya. Jagannath, can you start from Upetya?
Upetya.
Arriving. Very good. Upetya, arriving. Once we done all the three words, then we'll go back to it. Next was Pranav.
A bite.
Yes, two. So these are all prepositions and adjectives that we are learning, right? So we'll see how it is connected. And next was, who was the next person I told? Balaram. Yes, Balaram.
Kunti. Son of Kunti.
Yes. That means who is this? O son of Kunti. Who is it, Balaram?
Arjuna.
Very good. So what is the Lord saying? That once you come, there is no return. Once you arrive, then there is no return. And for what return? We'll do the next 1, 2, 3, more three words, right? So I need to look for more three kids who have not yet got. Udit is there over here.
Karthik wants to say.
Sorry?
Karthik wants to say.
Okay, Karthik, Chinmay, and who was it? Udit, yes. Karthik, Chinmay, and Udit.
Can Janvi go?
Yeah, I will tell you, Janvi. I'll give each and every person a chance. Don't worry, there are verses, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So, Karthik, can you say this?
Punarjanmana.
Punarjanma.
Rebirth.
Rebirth. Punah Janma is what? Rebirth. Now see, remember this Punah word had come over here in the verse first also. That means again. So you know by this it means again. So Punah Janma is rebirth. Yes. The next person was? Udit. Yes, Udit. Na. Can you read it? Na.
No. Never.
Never. Na, never. Now see, in each and every language, na means never, right? No, na, nahi. What do you say na in Telugu? Anybody can tell me? When you have to say no, how do you say in Telugu?
Oddu.
Oddu. Okay. So see, like these words are there, right? Okay. Na means never. And who was the third person I told you to say the word? Karthik. Yes, Chinmay. Okay, go ahead, Chinmay.
Mama, what was the question, Mataji?
The last word, Vidyate, and then the meaning of that word.
Vidyate.
The meaning?
takes place.
Takes place. That means when you come to this abode of Lord Krishna, there is no returning back or there is no going back and having rebirth. Okay? Janvi, can you read the translation?
From the highest planet in the world down to the lowest world, and death take place, but one who changes my abode to my abode. He never takes birth again. He never takes birth again.
Sri Lakshya, can you read the translation? Hi, what? Sri Lakshya, are you there?
Yes, Mataji?
Yes, can you read the translation?
Okay. Translation. From the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest, all are places of misery wherein repeated birth and death takes place. But one who attains my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again.
Yes. So now when we do it all over again and again, you might get it, you might learn this translation also. Is there anyone who has not got a chance to read anything?
Me, Vrinda.
Okay, Vrinda hasn't got, okay? Okay.
Yes, fine.
Okay. So now
Mataji, Haridas.
okay, Vrinda, Haridas, right? Okay. So first we will all read this verse together and then Vrinda and Haridas will get the first chance to do the synonyms, okay? So, okay. Yeah. Everybody together. Again, together again. Okay, so Haridas and who was it?
Vrinda.
Yeah, Haridas, Vrinda, can you say the first two meanings over here?
Antavantu, limited and temporary.
Yes, Antavattu, limited and temporary. So Antavattu, Phalam Tesham, right? So Antavattu is limited and temporary. Yes, next.
Phalam, fruit.
Phalam, fruits. Okay. Okay. The next, anybody else who hasn't got a chance to say the words?
Akshita.
Okay. Now we'll go again. So, Akshita and yeah, Akshita, Sri Lakshya and Janvi. So you can say the next three words.
Wait, who goes first?
The words after Phalam. So Tesham. From Tesham you can start. First.
So we all say it together?
No. One word each person.
Okay.
Tesham.
Tesham, there.
There. Next, Sri Lakshya. Tat.
That.
That. Janvi.
Bhavati becomes.
Bhavati becomes. So Antavattu, limited and temporary. Phalam, fruits. Tesham, there. And Bhavati becomes. Right? Okay, so now I want Jagdish, Suraj, and
Kartik.
Kartik. Okay. Jagdish, start. Alpamedasham.
Ultimate of those of small intelligence.
Okay, next.
Devana.
Devan.
Devan.
Demigod, planet. Can you repeat? Demigods. Okay, no worries. Who's the next person?
Kartik.
Ramachandra.
Okay, first Kartik.
Deva Yoja.
Yajaha.
Yajaha. Worship of demigods.
Worshippers of demigods.
Chinmay. Yanti.
Ramachandra.
Yes, Ramachandra. Who is it?
Suraj.
Okay, Suraj. Say.
Where?
Yanti.
Yanti.
Yanti achieve.
Okay, Ramachandra.
Mat.
My.
Okay. Riya.
Bhaktaha. Devotees.
Yes. Who is next? Balaram.
Yanti attain.
Okay, Chinmay.
Mom.
Mom.
Onto me.
Pranav. On to me, yes. Pranav.
Yes.
Happy surely.
Surely. Okay. Now. Okay, Balram, read the translation.
Many small regions worship the demigods and the fruits are limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigods go to the planet of the demigods, but my devotees ultimately reach my supreme planet.
Right. Now, this supreme planet, what is there, we are going to look into that, okay? So, now we'll go on with the further part, okay? Because the lesson is also to be completed, the life on planets, and then today we are going to look at the order in the universes, okay? Now, everybody must have seen this Goloka chart. You have to listen to this. Stand over here, look at the slides. Okay. So, then you have seen this Goloka chart, right? Now, these are just, I'm giving you a view of everything, and then we will go into the detailed pictures of everything. So, see, this is the way how the planetary systems are arranged in our universe. And with the topmost, who is this god?
Brahma.
Brahma. So where does Lord Brahma stay? Where does Lord Brahma stay? Yeah, but what is his loka called? Brahma Loka, right? So Brahma stays at Brahma Loka. Now for your more understanding, see, Satya Loka, how are the planets divided? The heavenly planets, earthly planets, and the lower planets. Okay? Remember all these three divisions. And then in these divisions, there are more divisions. Now when Priti Vilasani Mataji says that, it feels so nice to hear her. Yeah. Like how you say, what she will say, and Vrinda Gopika Mataji loves to listen that. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, and Patala. I still have to remember that properly. But see, from starting you have to see, there is Svarga Loka, there is the earthly place, and there is the Patal Loka. Okay? That means the lower planets. So, Satya Loka is there Lord Brahma is sitting, right? Everybody pay attention, okay? This is very important. So, the Svarga Loka are Satya Loka. Can you repeat after me? Satya Loka, Jana Loka, Nahara Loka, Bhuvar Loka, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. Okay, Atalaloka, Vitalaloka, Sutalaloka, Talatalaloka. It is tongue twister, right? Mahatalaloka, Rasatalaloka, Katalaloka. You know what today your homework will be? Yes. You know what your homework is going to be? The lower planets who are okay, listen to it. That you can do as homework. That you have to say. Okay.
Mataji, what's the homework again?
Yeah, the homework is that you are going to memorize this and then you are going to record it and then send it. Like Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. Okay? Can you do that?
Mataji, how do you like practice it? How do you get like a paper, not paper like?
I will send this specific slide in the group so that you can have it in front of you and then you can revise over it. Okay? Maybe not today, not tomorrow itself, but till Saturday you can send it to the group. Okay? And send it on the group so others can also listen to it and they will also feel very nice. Okay, so what we will do is, so these are the planetary divisions. Now, see, when you say that the scientists today, okay, everybody is going to pay attention, okay? So, what the scientists say, like now they are finding this planet, that planet, but our Vedas have already told us that there are higher planets and there are lower planetary systems, okay? And people are not going to just hop on from one planet to that other planet. That is the reason we are not able to go on certain planets, right? I cannot go and sit on Mars. I cannot go and sit on Saturn because those planetary conditions are not suitable for me. And who knows, you know, right? Because see, every universe is made by the Lord. So that means, and every planet is also made by the Lord. That means there will be a specific environment in which people are living over there. And for us, because they are not belonging to Earth, we call them aliens. We saw it yesterday, right? So, but always Brahma, Lord Brahma is the top superior authority. Please mute if you are, so that the voice does not echo. Okay, so that the highest planetary is always the Brahmaloka. Then after the Brahmaloka, there these 7 sages. Okay, I'm going to have these. See, the Satyaloka is where Lord Brahma lives. Then there is Tapaloka, Jnanaloka, Maharaloka. So the Jnanaloka is where the 7 sages. So there are 7 sages. So these are the sages where the studies, these Puranas, everything, all the 7 sages which are there, they live on these planets. Then there is Swargaloka, Indraloka, and by the name itself, what do we know who stays over there? Indra and the Swargaloka. Everybody can unmute and then answer. Who stays in the Swargaloka or the heavenly planet? Indra, the demigods.
Indra.
Yes. Okay, right. So then, see. So, okay, we were talking about the Brahmaloka, yeah, Tapaloka, Jnanaloka, and Maharloka, right? Janaloka. They are inhabited by sages who live austere lives and spend their time growing in spiritual knowledge. So these, after Brahmaloka, the Tapaloka, Janaloka, and Maharloka, there are the 7 sages, and all these austere sages live over there and who are studying over there as yet. Okay, so when, yes. No, these are not the Yuga, these are the Loka. Yes. In the earlier Yugas, there were so many mystic powers, right? Because people were so austere. What did Ashu ask is that when there was Treta Yuga and all the Yuga earlier, were there people who had mystic powers? Yes, they did have mystic powers because they were too austere. They were studying. They were pleasing the Lord, and that time it was that pleasing the Lord. They could live for thousands of years, right? So they could spend their time in the service of the Lord, and then they could please the Lord very easily. So now when we go to the next part is, we've seen this part. I'll be sending the slide, these specific slides to the group so that you can have this and you can learn from it. Okay, so now beneath, after that, beneath the planets with the Swargaloka where the Devas live, and then what the Devas do? They are working under the instruction of the Lord, right? And they are in the how the earth is going to move, or what things are going on. There is Varun Dev, there is so many of the other lords. So they are looking at the whole world because they have been assigned by specific duties by the Lord, right? So they are looking into all those things. Now, there are also asuras, right? Can somebody tell me what an asura is?
A demon.
Asura is a demon. Yes, right? The asura is a demon. Now, these demons, see over here, and I really got nice pictures over here so that you can understand over here. See, Tapaloka, what we said over here. Bhuvarloka is the Rakshasa and the ghost. Okay, that means those who can create disturbance in the world. Now always remember, when we say demons or when we say Rakshasa, these are not specifically only the demons, you know. We human beings, if we hear to Srila Prabhupada's classes, if we human beings are not following the God conscious way of life, we are also becoming demons. We are also not less than any Rakshasa. Because if whatever the Lord has said, if we are not following, what happens? It becomes to a point little, you know what, Lord Krishna also. For Shishupal, what did he do? He had 100 sins that he told that he could be exempted from those 100 sins. But the moment the 100 sin was done, Shishupal his life was taken away. For us also, what we have done for so many years, we have been dumping things into the ocean. The poor ocean animals, the animals in the water bodies, they are not able to live over there. There is a plastic around their neck. There is something in their tummy because we have been just disturbing the mother nature. So we are also becoming the Rakshasas, right? It is not Rakshasa only one who has horns and one who has teeth and one who has claws. If we are not going to live a Krishna conscious way of life, we are also going to become Rakshasas. So we have to always remember the consciousness by which we are living in this material world. Okay? And what do the asuras do? They are not going to follow the God's way of life. Right? And that is the reason they become the asuras. See? So, natural disasters are caused. So what happens is, when these asuras do not listen, they do all wrong things. And then what happens ultimately? After a certain point, it happens that there comes a time when nature gives up. What has happened to the coronavirus, we all see, right? Now the air is getting so pure. The pollution levels have decreased. The dust and the dust have decreased. And all the dumping things have decreased in all the places. Because we are behaving like the asuras, who are not listening to what the Lord has to say.
Wait, you said the air is becoming pure and then all the dust is going. And how about
The pollution levels are decreased.
the air is becoming better? How are we?
The air is becoming better. That means the oxygen levels are increasing in the air.
Yeah.
And the pollution level is, it's purer.
Yeah, but how are we doing that?
Huh?
How are we doing that to make the air pure?
Because we are inside. Asitash is saying, if the air is becoming pure, then how are we demons? We are only making the air pure. You are making the air pure because you are inside the house and you are not driving all the time. Right? If suppose we are going to the same destination, we can have 3 people, 4 people together in the car. So one car can be less driven on the road. And that might reduce the use of the fossil fuels. We use less of the oils from the gas. So we will help nature by these small acts. Okay?
But
So
Mataji, Mataji, yeah, right now the coronavirus situation is here, so we can't share cars.
Yes, but when we start, you know what? When we start back, we have to think about all possible ways. Instead of using plastic cups, I have to invest a little bit more money and take a steel cup. Right? If I go to the temple, instead of having the paper plates over there, I take my own plate and go. So that much less of anything, though it is a paper plate also. First of all, we are not using any thermocol plate. Paper plate also is there. That much less will be put up into the garbage, right?
Right, but if people keep like Trump keeps increasing the lockdown, so you can't do much.
Very nice, very nice. But you know what? He is doing it for our betterment. Because he knows that if you go out, the virus is not gone yet. So he is trying to protect you. Okay? So whatever rules, see, when the rules are made by these leaders and they are made for the betterment of the people, we all have to follow that. Because he is not doing it for his pleasure, right? Is he saying, Surat, you sit in home and I am going to go outside? No, he is also following it himself. So we have to follow for some time, we have to take pain. Because always remember, no pain, no gain. So when there is pain, you have to look at the brighter side of it. Okay, you know what? I always talk a lot, I guess. So we have not finished our chapter, but no worries. We will, because this chapter is so interesting and there are so many stories in this. So we'll continue again tomorrow. And now the Damodar kids will also start coming. Anybody has any query? We have 2 minutes to complete. Anybody till what we have learnt over here? Anybody has any query over here? If anybody has, you can unmute and ask. Very nice. And Suraj, you asked a very nice question. And Suraj, I loved your drawing. And everybody else, I did not get all. Only 3 of them have given the alien and the Apsara. Welcome. I want everybody to draw. Show your drawing skills. How good you can draw an alien. That alien is wonderful. I think 2 of them have submitted. Ashutosh has not done it yet.
Mataji, I sent alien and Apsara pictures after the class.
Okay, I'll be waiting, okay? So we'll end the call if nobody has any query and we'll continue this again. This is a very interesting topic and many stories to share in this. So let's see if I can take up the class tomorrow or how it goes. Okay? Vansha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhuveva cha patitanam pavanebhyo
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you Mataji, Hare Krishna. Thank you Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you.